Hi, so I wanted to go over this Trinity build today. It's kind of two builds. I'll show what I mean in a second here. So first, shards. We have 4 duration shards here. If you want Tower Forged these, you can. And then 1 Tower Forged casting speed. So this is the build. I know it is missing 3 things. I will explain why in a second. The main mechanic of this build is omamori and link. So these two, this acts as a damage redirection. This acts as a damage block. Essentially, these both apply after everything, meaning this is an 87.5% damage, negate, redirection, whatever you want to call it, on everything. That includes overguard, and that includes persistence. These two, with persistence, brings this 500 damage cap down to 62.5 damage per second on average. I say on average because this is a 50% chance of block, so it doesn't happen technically every other time. Circumvent makes it so when you roll through enemies, you get the armor to activate persistence, but you also get 10,000 overguard. This also applies to overguard, meaning that 10,000 overguard becomes 80,000 overguard. So, if you want to max out persistence here, obviously you would run more health. So run these two. With 1190 health, you get 19 seconds of being able to live with persistence before needing to cast your 4 or getting healed in any other way, rolling through Xmas units, whatever it may be. You have 19 seconds of it with Trinity. Yeah, so I wanted to show off. The good thing to have is a pet with Link Vitality and Hunter Recovery. Hunter Recovery for the health. Link Vitality, because if you don't know with Trinity, heal the pet up. Energy. Press 2167. Take him out. I press 4, and that alone gives me 19. I do it again. Another 19. I do it again. Another 19. You cast your energy leech on an enemy, kill them, get full energy, do it again, another 19. Basically just spam that at the start of a mission to max out your Champion's Blessing as quickly as possible. Then roll through an Xmas unit, get your 80,000 estimated overguard, and essentially just live. Every time that runs out, you have 19 seconds to find another one to get more, or you can just have 19 seconds to run around every time before you press your 4 for Blessing to get healed. Very comfy, very tanky. However, it does not work on missions that do not have enemies with armor. The circumvent steals armor. So on those missions, you remove the health, you remove persistence, and you get your good old adventure back. And you just get some duration. You're wondering where that removes a lot of the tankiness? Yes, it does. You do not need it. That is an extremely comfortable, extremely tanky build, but this is also just very comfy with 100 seconds for a Champion's Blessing. If you want to, you can put Vampire Leech here, so you also get the overshields from Vampire Leech, or from Energy Vampire. And this still does the same mechanic with getting the 80,000 overguard. Not to mention, if you put one of these guys down, it becomes 800,000 overguard, because these guys have a 90% damage reduction, which is a 10 times multiplier, basically. So, also, another thing to mention is with lower health, when you do this, that 19 is now 26, so you only have to do this with 4 casts of Vampire instead of 5 or 6 casts of it. So, yeah, Avenger's also nice. It's a flat 45% crit, so when combined with Champion's Blessing on my Synapse here, it becomes exactly 305% critical chance, meaning this thing guarantees red crits. Without Avenger, it is 260, so it is mostly red crits, but 40% orange crits. Then using dual talks, Okina. Again, I'm using Panzer for the healing. And so here, I will just show you the overguard of it. So let's get some Xmas. Oh, too heavy. Unpause them, and I just need to heal. And this acts as a 80,000 overguard. As you can see, they are getting through it, but not as much as it was normally. Roll again. Obviously, unless there's some special event, there will not be this many Xmas. But yeah, you really do Xmas every once in a while, but you just And again, I am still there if you actually run around, start killing stuff, you know. You actually start there. You'll be taking way less damage. As you can see, my points here, my overguard is not taking down. But yeah, that is with that. If I were to now go to persistence, get persistence, okay, high health. Now let me just get some normal guys so I don't get the overguard. I'll just let them shoot. Let me go down and see how quickly that goes down with just these Xmas guys. Roll through. And yep, this is right there. I was healing so much because my Panzer essentially recovery was essentially able to heal me back up to full health because I can only take 62.5 damage per second. Roll again, circumvent is out. And basically you just when you get low, press 4 and you have 19 seconds. Now play. Stuff's gone out, so yeah. Very nice, very tanky. Very easy to live. This is obviously, like I said, people do not have their any Xmas in this. So I'm not even, this is just pure health without any Xmas round to give me that 80,000 estimated overguard. Yeah, either one works, both work. Like I said, this can only really work in places where enemies have armor. If you really want to, you could just do this one also. You would have way less than 19 seconds to live. I don't know. You got about half the health, so probably about like 8-9 seconds instead of 19. But, I mean, it'd still work. And like I said, obviously, and places, Corpus missions, either of the infested mission types that don't have armor, just run Avenger for the damage, and you'll be fine. But yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching.